Okay, recording. This is the number 3 step where we are cooling the room temperature to a number 4 step where we're going to mix with the distilled water to 2/3 of the flask. Since I am using this, I'm going to fill this up to approximately right about 800 to 700 milliliters with DI water. The thing with DI water and sulfuric acid is it will heat up fairly quickly, so either A, drop it in, or B, put a lot in at once to cool the reactions. So I'm going to put 500 milliliters in a beaker and then pull my hood down to protect myself in case of accidents and pour quite a bit in once. We see that reaction going where the water is being heated, but since we cooled it, it's just fine. And I will fill the rest of the way up with DI water. Now we have this mixture of graphite and salt. See, a little bit of graphite is still on top. We haven't oxidized the graphite yet to make graphite oxide. Next step is we're going to vacuum filter. So you need your pH paper and your vacuum filters, preferably large bore. We're going to be doing a sludge through a vacuum filter. So here at Evergreen, we have in every hood we have a vacuum filter set up. We have a Berkner filter with a large filter plate. First thing to do to the vacuum filter is since we're doing a sludge, we're going to take 2 filters, put them together. This makes it actually filtering sludge better than just one filter. We're going to place them both in our receptacle. We're going to take a little bit of DI water, wet down the filter, and then turn on the vacuum. We should see the water come out. That means our vacuum is working. We then pour our contents through. Make sure you're wearing gloves while doing this, and goggles. Now, this takes a little while to filter, but each time you filter, we do this. After we filter many times, we should be able to take one of these pH papers and stick it in to find neutrality. So let's see, right now it's pretty acidic, really red. So we're going to pour DI water through until we don't get the red line anymore, which might take quite a bit of DI water. So as you pour it through, watch your filtration flask for fullness. When it gets about 1,000 milliliters or the top end, we go ahead and grab another beaker, empty that into the beaker, and then empty that in the sink with lots of water running. Or appropriate waste container, depending on the waste procedures at Evergreen at the time of you seeing this video. So I'm going to show you how to do the transfer of waste. Here, we turn off the vacuum, we release our vacuum, and we take this and place this in our beaker there. We then take the rubber grommet off, and we can then pour our fluid into the waste beaker. We then put our rubber grommet back on. We can put our filter back in and turn on our vacuum again. Well, I made a mistake. We need to also plug our vacuum back in and then turn on our vacuum. We're getting our vacuum filtration again. We then take our waste out, I'm going to also go get more DI water. I am off camera, but I am pouring the waste with this in the sink with lots of water flowing. Keep the water flowing and ensure proper dilution. I am filling DI water in the receptacle to pour into the vacuum filter. I am also pouring more DI water in here to clean this out. Plus I'm going to be using DI water to rinse out the beaker. And I'll be doing this continuously until I get neutral on the pH paper. That's it for this portion. I'll see you for the next step.